You're with the Breaker-Leggers! And we're on London's South Bank at the National.
In the Olivier Theatre to see Common.
So stay tuned to find out how many legs...
Whether it's break a leg
or leg it. What do we know about Common?
Set amidst the factory smoke of the Industrial Revolution, the lead character Mary is swept up in battle for her former home as the common land belonging to all is disappearing around her.
The play is directed by Olivier Award winner and artistic director of Headlong Productions, Jeremy Herrin.
Jeremy's directed several productions we've seen recently, including Junkyard at the Bristol Old Vic
and This House, both here at the National and in the West End.
Headlong are also co-producing this production.
We are really big Headlong fans, and they cemented themselves in our mind as a fantastic production company with the extraordinary People, Places and Things, which was our top pick of 2016.
Cast includes John Dagleish, Olivier Award winner for Sunny Afternoon,
stage and screen actress Anne-Marie Duff,
and Trevor Fox, best known for the Billy Elliot movie and musical.
The piece has had some rather terrible reviews to date, but hey, a review's just an opinion, right?
And who cares about what people's opinions might be?
Well, actually, hopefully you do, which is why you're going to hit subscribe right now, right? Right? If you haven't done so already, right?
We'll catch you at the interval.
We have come to the interval of Common at the National Theatre, which means it is time for the Breaker-Leggers 30-second interval breakdown. Go!
So, what do you think so far?
Meh. Some passionate performers. I can tell that there is some real talent and passion in performers, but in terms of a plot and narrative, in terms of caring of what's going on, I'm dropping in and out.
Yeah, it's not very engaging. It's kind of at the moment a bit like a bad Shakespeare, i.e. the characters are kind of there, but the language is poor, no idea what's going on, and it seems very, very complicated.
See if it gets better. So we've come to the end of Common at the National Theatre. How did you find that?
With a running time of around 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I would say it's about 2 hours and 29 minutes too long.
Okay, so not so well. What did you not enjoy about it?
Nothing happened. Like, the plot is really difficult to understand, very little in terms of point or purpose, and for me there were some nice performances. That was its only saving grace. It didn't belong in this theatre, it didn't need to be staged here.
Yeah, I'd say also, I agree, it did kind of get lost in the vast space, which is an incredible space, the Olivier space. You can do a lot with it in terms of the drum that descends, you can bring on huge sets, but we had very much a bare stage with most of the time 1 or 2 performers. Although very passionate performances, not a lot was going on. We were kind of lost with what was going on, and I didn't care that much, unfortunately.
It felt like a wasted opportunity. If you're going to be in this space, then you need to respect the space. I hate to say it, but the director has had so much at his fingertips with this, what the Olivier space has to offer, the potential.
Yeah, the potential of this space is huge.
And it hasn't been exploited at all. It's literally been ignored, which is a travesty.
And I've got to say, if you do get to see it, which I don't know if we'd recommend anybody come to see it as such, there's just some strange things with what they do choose to do. At the end, the very end, this huge flat came down, which is a very blank canvas in a way, with just some random bits drawn on, which didn't seem to fit with anything that had preceded it, seemed to have no value or add anything to the piece of work. I'm not entirely sure why or where that came from. So is that in the design? I was lost with a lot of the stuff going on. Performances, though, were strong,
yes,
committed,
yes,
passionate,
yes,
connected to the text. I can clearly tell that they're a very strong cast, but what they were working with,
they were connected to the text. but I mean, why?
I didn't care.
No. Anne-Marie Duff as Mary, she literally carries the show. She acts as kind of a narrator / central figure. The blurb that we told you about at the beginning about kind of a fight for her rights and her livelihood and her common ground, I don't know where I got that from because it's not in the play, as far as I can tell.
No, it's about revenge. I've got elements of Kill Bill in there. I don't want no spoilers, but coming back.
But like, imagine
this woman
Kill
doesn't
Bill,
die.
But no good.
No good. But yeah, they try and kill Mary, but Mary just keeps coming back.
There's something about Mary.
There's something about
She
Mary.
just won't die.
She won't die.
And I felt like I wanted to shout at certain points, "Die already! Put us out of our misery!"
But there are some interesting themes in terms of sexuality between the women, which at that time being, I think it's set in 1809, early 1800s, so that's quite interesting. Interesting themes, but just not
unexplored,
dealt with
very blandly.
Which is a real shame because you don't really get to see that kind of lesbian sexuality explored in theatre. I'm trying to think of what else we've seen.
We've
The Girl from Mars.
Yeah, we've often said that there's not enough lesbian-themed theatre, and this has a lesbian theme, but it feels like really underdeveloped. Again, another wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
And literally, the strength of some of the performances is this piece's only saving grace. If you do come and see it, then you're going to be in for some nice performances. But
Trevor Fox.
yes, he's
Which I did enjoy.
very capable, plays kind of a little bit sinister, a little bit villanesque, very, very well. Nice
A
delivery.
nice fun part delivered well.
Absolutely.
Anybody else? I guess everyone else was
Really?
good, passionate.
There was a big ensemble. They were
30,
underused.
yeah, 30 in the cast, a band of 4
Yeah.
as well accompanying it. But it never rose. There wasn't enough atmosphere. There was no ups. It was just all down. There's no rousing. They had these big kind of Wicker Man scenes where these harvest collectors hunted
Burning
down,
pitchforks.
yeah, almost on a witch hunt to kind of track people down. But
It's just
no,
petered out. Wet. So, how many legs are we going to give Common playing the Olivier Theatre at the National?
We are going to give 2! Just 2 legs!
Yeah, we've seen worse. It was more interesting to some of the things that we've given 1 to, barely. But for some of the performances, we've had to give it that little extra leg because you can tell they're giving their all. They are working with a pretty text in a pretty production.
Yeah, that just hasn't been explored or exploited in terms of production. Could this be a good, strong piece in different hands, presented in a dynamic way, using that ensemble to its full, and the space, the use of the drum, the use of set? Maybe it would be a different dynamic and different piece.
Maybe it would. My
enjoyable.
only concern with that is it would be even longer, potentially. That's what we thought. What did you think?
Yeah,
Let
what
us
did you think?
know.
Yes.
It's just an opinion. That's all it is. But we'd love to hear yours. So like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, drop us a message, send us an email. We're the Breaker Leggers, and we'll catch you again soon.
Bye!